So here we are in London, and we're downstairs at the Islington Academy, looking forward to a gig tonight by Gin Annie.
Yes,
Hey.
thank you very much for having us.
So, I'm here with Brian Green, guitarist, and Phill of the Hammer Burrows, who's bass player.
Yeah.
So you've been part of the lineup for a good few years, and one of the reasons we're here is you've had a great new album came out in January, which is 100% proof.
Yeah.
And so tell us about this particular tour and who you're playing with tonight.
Well, tonight is it's a bit of a dream come true for us because we're playing with some as far as we're concerned, legends. They're guys that we grew up with, listened to their albums. We're playing with a band called Deadland Ritual, and the members are Franky Perez from Apocalyptica, and then you've got Steve Stevens, who played with Billy Idol. You've got Matt Sorum, obviously from Guns N' Roses and Velvet Revolver. And you've got Geezer Butler on bass, who you may have heard a band who played in called Black Sabbath, you know, who are obviously legends of ours. So these are guys that we kind of grew up with, and so for us to be here supporting those guys is like a bit of a dream come true for us. Yeah.
And you've had a great and steady rise since your EP came out. I think it was last year your EP came out.
Yeah, originally, yeah.
And then you did some support slots. You supported Diamond Head in Europe.
We did. Yeah.
Had a bit of difficulty getting back together.
Just a tad, yeah.
From Belgium, was it?
From Belgium.
Yeah.
We were due to do. It was about 26 dates around Europe in about 9 countries with Diamond Head in I think it was October, November last year.
Yeah, correct.
And unfortunately, due to a promoter in Germany, let's just say that, it fell through. And so we ended up doing 6 dates, 2 in the Netherlands and 4 in Germany. And we got to Belgium, and we were left stranded in Belgium. So we suddenly had to get home from Belgium. It was heartbreaking.
They were 6 fantastic dates.
Oh yeah,
it was great, you know. And in terms of the sort of bonding of the band, you know, together over that week, it was fantastic, wasn't it?
And to be stuck anywhere, Belgium, you could survive on beer and chocolate. So
which I think we did.
Yeah.
I think beer, chocolate, and cake.
But here's the real irony.
Yeah.
Real irony is Diamond Head played last night, supporting Last in Line.
Yeah.
So
well, we've obviously got to know those guys. So Raz, the singer, hopefully he's coming tonight. Yeah, he got in touch with us, and we've put him on the door. So hopefully, he'll come down and have a bit of fun with us. Yeah.
Okay, so I think a lot of people heard your name, maybe first of all because of the support slots, maybe because of the Diamond Head story.
Yeah.
How would you describe your style of music for people that maybe haven't had a chance to listen to it?
That's a good one. We've been asked that.
We debate this a lot, don't we?
And we debate it a lot, and it's like I think what it is with the band is there's a lot of influences in there, and so if you take my influences for example, they're a lot more kind of the classic rock, like I said, stuff like Black Sabbath, Guns N' Roses, you know, anything from 70s, 80s, early 90s kind of thing. And a couple of the other guys, they're more into the Blackstone Cherry kind of more modern feel. And we take a little bit of everything and we kind of put it in there. So
my influences would be sort of late 80s, early 90s, you know, punk and grunge, you know, which are thrown into the mix. But I think it's always underpinned with a good strong melody, and you know,
it's kind of a classic rock edge with a modern, in-your-face rock feel.
Yeah. So I think one of the latest tracks that's out at the moment with video is Chains. Yeah. And the immediate thing goes, hang on, Alice in Chains. Or is it Annie in Chains?
It was that girl Annie in Chains, wasn't it? No, there was. I think where that came from, that was a very kind of southern feel. And I know the guys Byron and Dave. They actually wrote that in Dave's kitchen, and they come up with it on acoustic, which a lot of it is written on. And then they kind of brought it to us and said, "What can we do with this?" And so we kept that kind of southern feel. But then there's a bit where it picks up and it's a bit more kick-ass in your face kind of.
I think that's following through into some of the new stuff that we're writing and recording now. Yeah. Would you agree? You know,
absolutely.
We've been in at SLL Studios with Jay Shredder this week. On Monday, in fact, you know, recording a new song which will go over to Romesh, won't it? Hopefully fairly soon, ready for mixing.
Hopefully mixing, yeah. We've got the next single is pretty much ready, mixed. Romesh has done that for us as well. I know Romesh has worked with quite a few big names.
Yeah, he's a big name, and certainly the guys on the radio, they almost look out for his name. So right, I'm going to put that on.
Yeah. We did the one track which we're probably going to do tonight called "Dying to Live Again," and he's mixed, mastered. That's all ready to go. We'll be putting that out when we feel right, probably within the next month or so. And then we've just as Hammer said, we've just recorded the tracks for the next single after that. Called Already Gone, and that's gone over to Romesh, and he's working on that now. Yeah.
So the great thing, I mean, the band as an entity has been together since 2013 through various lineups with Dave the singer kind of being the centre point.
Yeah.
But this lineup's been together for a good few years.
Ben, just over a year and a half, actually. Yeah, just over a year and a half.
And I think a few of the songs that appear on the 100% Proof album, that they've been around in the set for quite a while.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, probably six or so off the album were songs that were written before me and Hammer joined. But the lads felt that they didn't have the edge and the sound that they wanted, so they went through a lineup change in late 2017. We came in and just took it up a little bit. Yeah, gave it a bit more.
Yeah, it just sounds a bit harder, doesn't it? It's a bit more powerful. Just got that edge that I think they were looking for. So we re-recorded a lot of those songs.
So they went from a grey-bearded sound to a blonde. That's a blonde bearded sound.
A blonde. They call me Simba, the lion. That's it. Hammer Simba.
I can feel the love tonight already.
Yeah.
So the lead track on the album, Love Ain't Here, is kind of a crunchy but really melodic track, and I think that for people that are not maybe familiar with you, I mean, okay, got Chains out there. It's a really good intro. It's a bit more commercial than the rest of the album, but it's a really nice way of kind of easing people in, I reckon.
I think we just want to get people singing and enjoying the party. We have a good time on stage. We genuinely enjoy it. We want to make sure that sort of radiates out to the audience, and they join in and feel part of the sort of party.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's that kind of old, I guess, adage, and I remember seeing it years ago, that you're kind of the host of the party, and if you're having a good time, then they're going to have a good time.
Exactly.
And I think that's the attitude to take. Yeah.
Yeah, so on that track, it's got the quite nicely spaced guitar lines. There's a little bit of a classic Def Leppard in there, but then if you jump forward to a song like Falling, it's a lot harder edge. Like Mark Tremonti is the one that came to mind.
Yeah.
Particularly Dave's got this really resonant vocal that's just like the Tremonti solo material, which
Absolutely.
I love.
What's great is when we've seen the reviews of the album, and you'll know some of the other bands as well, is a lot of bands will say, well, there's a bit of Guns N' Roses in there, there's a bit of Poison in there, of all people. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like Poison. There's a bit of Blackstone Cherry, there's a bit of Alter Bridge, and I think what we wanted to aim for with the album is that it's got a bit of everything for everybody. Nobody just said, that's a Blackstone Cherry kind of band, or it's a bit of everything for everybody, so it appeals to a wider audience. Yeah, and I think it has. Yeah, I think it has, particularly when we read the reviews that are coming through from Germany and Sweden and Norway and the UK. Yeah, it's been quite appealing to quite a few people, which is good.
And the label you're on, Off Your Rocker. I mean, some people go, must be Off Your Rocker, signed to a label called that, but they've got a real pedigree and there's some great bands. Tell us about some of the other bands that are on the label.
You've got, I mean, one of the biggest bands is Choir Boys. Who else we've got?
Amorettes.
Amorettes are on there.
Fantastic band.
Massive Wagons, I think. Massive are on there.
Yeah.
So it's quite a reputable label, and it's all part of the the Hard Rock Hell family, which has got a reach worldwide, which is great, and they hold numerous festivals throughout the year. Hard Rock Hell Crows.
They just took us to Ibiza, didn't they?
They just took us to Ibiza. They just played Ibiza.
Fantastic weekend,
which was
wasn't it?
good, with Hawkwind and Phil Campbell and all those guys. Yeah, it's a good label. It's got quite a good reach.
And didn't you guys first sort of get on their radar because of the Highway to Hell sort of Battle of the Bands thing?
Yeah. I mean, that's exactly what happened, isn't it? We played at the Breaking Bands Festival, went on eventually to win the Highway to Hell competition, and I think it just escalated from there, hasn't it? And here we are playing with the amazing Deadland Ritual tonight, and Saturday in Glasgow.
Yeah, doing jazz as well.
You know, we're going on to play Ramblin Man Festival, aren't we?
We've got Ramblin Man. We've got.
You've got another support slot. I just heard of Ugly Kid Joe.
Ugly Kid Joe.
Ugly Kid Joe. We've got Rock and Blues Custom Festival, and we're on the same bill as the likes of Inglorious and Chris Barris Band. And then after that, we've got a 5-day tour with Geoff Tate, who used to sing with Queen's Reich, who still does all the Queen Reich stuff. That's at the end of August. That's 5 days around the UK. We've got Winterstorm, the same bill as the likes of Skid Row, FM, a few other big names there. And we're already looking forward to next year. We've had people approach us already about next year, about Winter's End Festival, I think. And other slots. What's nice actually is people are kind of coming to us now and saying, will you come and play at our show? That's great. That really is. Yeah, it takes a bit of pressure.
And am I right saying that all the band members have one thing in common? You're all raised by wolves in the Black Country.
Well, not entirely, but possibly. Yeah. Well, you know, I'm from Birmingham.
Yeah, you're a Birmingham.
I'm a Brummie.
Yeah, I'm a Black
You're not
Country
far
lad.
from.
I'm in the middle of Birmingham.
You're in the
Black
middle, aren't you?
Country. I'm an Albury boy.
Yeah.
I'm an Albury boy. The other guys are solid Black Country, aren't
Yeah.
they? Yeah, solid Black Country. I don't know about the other guys. I don't know. I had a lovely upbringing. It was good.
But that feral nature is just beneath the surface.
It's pretty feral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if I'm right, it's the Ugly Kid Joe gig at the KK Downing Steelhouse, isn't it? They call it
Steel Mill.
Steel Mill,
KK Downing Steel Mill. Yeah. So I mean, another legend there from Judas Priest.
You're ticking them off.
Well, it's weird, isn't it? It's weird.
It's amazing,
You know,
it's a fantastic venue, isn't it? You know,
yeah, it's a great venue. He's really sort of keen to get us there a bit more regularly. So I've heard as well. So, but yeah, another legend. You know, it's pretty cool.
Good.
But I mean, that's the whole heritage of the Black Country. You know, you've got all that stuff that came from Birmingham and the Black Country. You know, Judas Priest and Diamond
where it's all
Head
coming from, isn't it?
Sabbath and Zeppelin, and so it's in our blood and it's in our bones, I think. Yeah, definitely from that area at least. Yeah.
So there's a sense after a couple of years of just finding your feet and having these the trials and tribulations of the tours. Now you're now actually on the next step, I would say.
Yeah, I think so.
We've learned a lot over the last, certainly the last 12 months, haven't we? And we've really gelled as a band, and I think the stuff that we're writing now is really coming from inside us, and we're loving it at the moment.
Yeah.
So it's going really well.
It's really collaborative, which is what I like. You know, it's I think when we came in, I think it's fair to say, a lot of the stuff was already written. We just had to kind of put our bits to it. But now it's like, well, let's change that, let's try this, and Jay Shredder, our producer, he gets really involved now, and he's saying try this and try that, and that don't work, and maybe not that, and it's a whole discussion there. There's no, what I like about the band, there's no egos, we're all just guys who just want to enjoy ourselves and be full-time musicians, it'd be great, yeah, that's where we want to get, yeah, absolutely, yeah, it's good fun, it's really good fun.
So right now, if I can kind of summarise where you are, you've got the album that came out, the 100% Proof that came out in January.
Yeah.
You mentioned that you're in the process of recording new material, which I guess will be on a future album.
Yeah.
So when you're playing now, how do you get the right balance between the new songs you're excited about and the ones you've been playing for a while?
It's a good question, isn't it?
That is a good question.
It is a good question.
That is a good question.
How do we do it?
It's difficult because a lot of the songs are 100% Proof. When we play them live, the energy and the impact that they have is massive.
Yeah.
So to decide which ones we want to do is quite difficult. Like tonight
we had a big debate about tonight.
Yeah, we've got half an hour, which is like 6 songs tonight. We go, should we do this one? No, let's do this one. No, but I want to do that one. But 6 minutes long, and it's like. So I think what we're trying to do is ease the new stuff in gradually, but we know that I guess it's the older stuff now. It still has the impact. It still has the impact that we want it to have, and people want to hear it. People people come up and ask for certain songs as well. So we try and take into account what they want as well as what we want to do. Yeah.
And I think it's a nice hook as well for people maybe that see you along the way, and maybe have got the album already. It's like, well, why should I come to a show? It's like you're going to hear stuff that you've not heard before.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly that. I mean, we played Dying to Live Again last week for the first time in Birmingham, didn't we? And it was great. It was great to be fair. It was great to play something new. I don't know how you felt about that.
Oh, I loved it. Yeah.
It was just nice to do something new. And test it out, and it was quite well received actually, which is all good news. Yeah, it's all good news.
That's brilliant. Well, I mean, I'm great to hear that things are moving upwards and upwards.
Yeah,
it's a great tonic for people that are a fan of your band.
Yes, it is. That's great, and it's all thanks to those guys. And I know it's a big cliche, but seriously, it means so much to us when people just put a like or a comment on Facebook, or or just come up to us and buy an album. We always try and make the effort to go and say thank you. Someone's wearing our T-shirt, thank you. It just means the world to us. Really does mean the world to us, and hopefully we can just continue to deliver what we're doing. In fact, we will continue to deliver what we're doing. Yeah, definitely.
So back up to present.
Yeah.
Ginani, the album 100% Proof is out. The band are on tour. Some support slots, some solo slots. I guess stuff's on your website and your social.
Yes. Yeah, it's all there. Yeah.
So Brian Phill, it's been a pleasure talking to you, and have a great show tonight with the legends.
Thank you very much.
May you become legends yourself.
Thanks for your time.
Thanks very much. Cheers.
Cheers.